Hey there viewers, welcome back to Revolve Trades. It is time for a little bit of maintenance on both of my EU Honda 2000 generators. I bought an actual Honda kit. It looks like the air filter element is part number 17211-Z07-000, and I believe this is the it says filter outer, but I believe it's the breather filter. Anyway, it's 17218Z07-000, and Honda decides to use NGK plugs, which I really like. I love NGK plugs. The part number, the NGK part number is CR5HSB, but the Honda number is 98056-55777. Let's do the maintenance on this thing. This is the generator that I bought. Needed some carburetor cleaning and had some problems. I had oil filling up everything. There's my old filter and my old breather element. Still had some oil remnants left over. That thing had oil everywhere, if you guys remember. If not, I'll try to post a link to that video. So that one goes in. And then that one goes in. Let's put that cover back on, the air filter cover back on. We'll get to the spark plug here in just a minute, but I want to show you how I do oil changes on stuff like this. You can turn it over and let the oil start draining out, get everywhere, whatever else. What I like using is a siphon pump, and I'll show you why. It's a little bit slower, but actually this thing here's got a lot of oil in it. So tilt it up a little bit so that this is the lowest spot. I'll set this to the side for now. I've got another siphon pump with a smaller end to it that you can reach down, because it looks like that one there didn't quite get all the way to the bottom. If I can get most of this out before tipping it up, there you go. I got most of that oil out. So now when I go to tip it up to get anything that's remaining out, majority of that oil is already out of the system. Let's set this down on the ground, right up to the edge. There we go. Now the oil's out of it. And a lot less messy. I mean, that's the way it was designed, right? The oil's designed to hit here, and roll itself down. But like I said, I just use the siphon pump, gets a whole lot of that oil out of there, so that I'm down to the last remnants before I start adding anything. And she's nice and clean. And I give you another trick for filling the oil back up. I use one of these gear lube pump for boats, and basically it pumps from here and spits it out here, and the design is for, like I said, for out drives on boats. I use this thing all the time. It is a very easy way to control the amount of flow, to see exactly what's going in where, you know, how far it is, close to the top. Now if you reach the top and you haven't noticed that it's there, you'll end up with oil in this volume or in this area, and that's what you'll have to deal with. But these are designed for the 1 quart containers. I just use a piece of hose, like a 1/4 inch fuel hose, whenever I need to reach down to the bottom of a 4 quart jug, a 1 gallon jug. And I can fill this thing up and control it. This one, I'm pretty sure that they want you to be at the bottom of the threads. And the oil capacity is, basically I filled it up so I can see the level all the way across, and I reached the bottom, maybe a couple threads right there. And then you can just take this, pull this side of the pump up out of it, and then just finish pumping, and it'll push the rest of it back into the jug. This side of the generator is done. Now spark plug, just twist back and forth and pull up. That is a 5/8 socket. That thing looks brand new. Tell you what, I'm going to save the old plug. Let's check the gap real quick. Looks like the gap is sitting right at 26 thousandths. What was the old one? 25.5 thousandths. I bet you it's supposed to be 25 thousandths. Start it in by hand. Snug it on down. What I'm doing is I'm setting this washer right here. That's a gasket to seal up anything. So they always tell you don't over tighten spark plugs. But what you're doing is seating it. When you're setting them in for the first time, you're seating that gasket in place. You don't want to over tighten it. But that should be it. Let's turn the fuel to the on position. And it's kind of dark out, but we're getting ready to fire it up just to make sure that it runs. Okay, so the fuel is on. This fuel, and the switch is on. Choke. Go. That one's done. I'm gonna do one more. Hope y'all got something out of the video. Really appreciate you hanging out, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.